Hey guys, this is Joseph Lucero with Harvested Strength. And today we're going to talk about what are the best rep ranges to build size. And I'm here to tell you that if you want to spare yourself the time and maybe not listen to the whole speech, there is no best rep range. So I guess between one and a million are the best rep ranges to building size. Um, Now, if you're starting to type a response and leave a comment saying how I'm a big scumbag for saying that, maybe just delete that comment for a second. So I kind of work through the logistics with you guys. So I'm someone who works with clients in powerlifting, strongman, off-season bodybuilding, not getting anybody ready for the bodybuilding stage. I mean, I'm not, the aesthetically pleasing visual that maybe a bodybuilding coach would look like. I work with traditional athletes too, so people who are in like volleyball, football, baseball, etc. And a lot of times size development is a topic because maybe strategically it's important to us to build more muscle to influence strength down the road. But some of my clients will say, hey, I want to build more muscle. So that's like what, 12 to 20 reps or something like that. Like, what does it look like? And I'm here to tell you that that logic isn't necessarily true because doing 12 reps of bicep curls and 12 reps of barbell squat is completely different. It can be a very daunting task to figure out what is the best rep range to grow size. So if you really want to get to the topic about what ranges you should look into it, maybe it should be about per type of movement. So for exercise, you got two types of movement. You got compounds that are multi-joint, multi-muscle movements, and then you got uh, single joint isolation movements that are one joint at a time, which correspond mostly to one muscle at a time. I think that for compounds, for movements, it could be between 6 to 10 reps. That could be just enough to build size. And that for the isolations, maybe that does go to 12 to 20 reps or even more. If you're talking about, you know, volume, time under tension, myo reps, etc. So I think the best way to answer this as well is going to be sample of a type of workout I give someone to wants to develop size. So for someone who says, hey, I want a really strong leg day to build a lot of muscle on my legs, what would I do? I say, okay, the first thing I want to do is barbell squat. I know a lot of people can argue, hey, they're dangerous, vertical compression of the spine. It's too tough. You got to coordinate the movement, yada, yada, yada. But let's be clear. Some of the most exciting aesthetics in length bodybuilding stemmed from barbell squats. You're talking about Ronnie, Arnold, Tom Platz. I mean, the list can go on. I'm sure there's people who didn't have to barbell squat to look into. But I think for the most part, the ballsiest and biggest people in the gym are probably squatting amount of weight. And if you're scared to squat, I'm sure, like I said, there's some variations you can choose from. But even if you're just squatting on a plate, the fact that you have to coordinate the movement, balance the movement, have good technique, good form, good precision, there's a lot of variables going on, and it makes it such a metabolically exhausting. So think about leg press versus barbell squat. Which one's harder? The barbell squat. So people doing 10 reps of 135 is a little different than 135 on the sleds with the leg press. Just you're in a fixated position, so you just focus on effort. You don't have to worry about integrating your core, your back, your postural muscles. So I do think those three compound big movements, squat, bench, deadlift, overhead press, between 6 to 10 reps is just enough to exhaust the anatomy to go into the next phases of training. So from there, after your compound, you would go into another compound that perhaps works the opposing muscle group or is complementary to your main muscle or your main movement of the day. So like if I was to squat, maybe the next thing I can do is dumbbell RDL or just a plain barbell RDL. I would probably lighten the load and do a little bit more reps, 8, 10, 12 reps. And then from there, I would start going to isolation. So squats and RDLs have hit all the muscle groups in your legs. So now you're covered. Now let's talk about isolation movements to work specific muscles intentionally and to exhaust them to failure. You could do leg extensions to work quads and leg curls to work the hamstrings. And then you could do some kind of horizontal glute bridge to help with your glute muscle. I think at that point, you've covered your bases and you've had a really successful leg. And in those isolation movements, it could be 12 reps, 15 reps, 20 reps. As long as you're pushing yourself to fatigue and exhaustion, that's the catalyst for growth. So I think the big thing to understand is that no matter if it's, and I hate to say it, 1 rep or a million reps, as long as you push yourself to failure, that's all that matters. The reason why I do give you boundaries in training where it's like, okay, start off with the compound 6 to 10 reps is because you can only learn so much rep for 6 reps or 7 reps or 8 reps or 9 or 10. I don't want you to learn enough to where you can hit 5 reps or 3 reps. I think for the average person, let's keep it simple. 6 to 10 reps, so you don't overload the intensity and you don't hurt yourself. That would be a good starting point. I like that. And then go into your complementary compounds and then your isolation afterwards and really push it to fatigue. So I'm hoping that by the end of this video, yeah, it was kind of loosely done. I didn't do a lot of specifics, but I hope that the gist of the video pretty much tells you, you know, there is no specific key number, but if we do give you numbers like go 6 to 10 reps or 12 to 20, it's just giving you a rep range so you don't exert past that intensity so that you stay in a range that might be healthy for your joints, your muscles, but to also prioritize growth as well. If you like this video, if you want to learn more, please subscribe, like us, leave a comment. Check us out at harvestedstrength.com. We'd love to have you there. We have this cool little group called Community Strength. It's for free on a daily basis. We talk about different types of strength training. You can turn video footage so we can watch and observe your training and give you feedback. Whatever you want it to be, just go to my website, find out more, and hopefully we'll catch you next time.